to Riya Kankonkar's channel. Today we'll be learning with fun. So be ready for it. And what is the fun? You'll come to know about it very soon. So let's start. As we are learning the chapter Heredity and Evolution, I would like you to know one of the fun facts related to the genes. So what is the fun fact? Let's see. So the fun fact about the genes is, on a genetic level, all humans are 99% identical. Yes, isn't it shocking? Yes, it is shocking, right? So I chose to tell you about this fun fact. Now we are all boosted up to know more about science. Today we will be learning the third evidence of evolution, that is vestigial organs. Well, we completed the two evidences of evolution in the previous video. Those were morphological and the anatomical evidence. Now let's move on to the third evidence of evolution, that is vestigial organs. Yes, so we will be learning 8 points in vestigial organs along with the examples. So let's start. Let's move on to the first point. The first point tells us what are vestigial organs. So the vestigial organs are degenerated or underdeveloped organs in organisms is called vestigial organs. That was the first point. Let's move on to the second point. The second point here is telling us that in living organisms, sudden development of tissues or organs for living in the changing environment is not possible. So what does it tell us? It tells us that in living organisms, sudden development of new tissues or organs for living in the changing environment is not possible. Done with 2 points. Now let's move on to the third point. So the third point tells us that instead existing organs undergo gradual changes. What does it tell us? That instead of the sudden development of new tissues or organs, the existing organs undergo gradual changes. Okay, let's move on to the fourth point now. The fourth point tells us that a specific structure in a body can be useful under certain situation, but the same structure can be harmful or useless under different situation. So what does the fourth point tell us? The fourth point tells us that specific structure in a body can be useful under certain situation, but the same structure under different situation can be useless or harmful. Well done. Now let's move on to the fifth point. The fifth point here is telling us that such structure begins to degenerate under such situation as per the principle of natural selection. What does the fifth point tell us? The fifth point tells us that such structure begins to degenerate, that is become worse, under such situation as per the principle of natural selection. Now the sixth point tells us that it takes thousands of years for such a structure to disappear. What does it tell us? It tells us that it takes thousands of years for such a structure to disappear. Now the seventh point is related to the sixth point. It tells us these structures are seen in different phases of disappearance in different animals. What does it tell us? It tells us that these structures are seen in different phases of disappearance in different animals. Okay, so we are very near to complete the 8 point and the examples. Let's start then. The 8 point tells us that such structure may be non-functional in certain organisms but may be functional in other organisms. What does the 8 point tell us? The 8 point tells us that these structures may be non-functional in some organisms but may be functional in other organisms. Now let's move on to the examples. That is what we were waiting for, right? So let us start with the examples. There are 5 examples. Let us start with the first example. The first example is appendix. It is not useful in humans but is useful in ruminants. What are ruminants? Ruminants are the herbivores. Second example is about the ear pinna. Ear pinna is not useful in humans but is useful in monkeys for the movement of ear pinna. Now the third point will include 3 examples. The first example is about the tailbone, also called as coccyx. Second example is about the wisdom teeth. And the third example is about the body hair. These examples like the appendix, ear pinna, tailbone, wisdom teeth and body hair are all present in the body of the human being. So that was all for the vestigial organs. In the next videos, we will learn about the remaining 3 evidences of evolution. I hope you had fun. We have completed our mission for today and one more topic of evidences of evolution. So congratulations to you for earning the 8 points in this video. And we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye.